Well, we are at the end. We are within, as I record this, 2 hours, but it might take me a little bit to edit, so maybe only 1 hour at this point. Gosh, guys, I can't even, wow, look at the boost at the end. Look what you guys have done. You've taken our tiny little tarot project and made it into this massive success, and it's incredible. I am just in shock. I've actually been sick in bed all day, and I just am now starting to feel better, so I'm actually just now able to enjoy myself. So it's all coming to me, and I'm checking over my messages, and I saw the Kickstarter total as soon as I woke up, and I was like, oh my gosh, is this real? Did this really happen? So, oversized cards are yours. And as we posted earlier, that Gila and Trish, thank you Gila and Trish and Dal for stepping up when I was sick, man. It's always so nice to have a team behind you, because you're like, wow, could this happen at the worst time ever? I blamed some bad fish last night. Hey, nautical theme, right? Anyway, so without further ado, I will get to Admin's Choice postcards, which you saw you will be getting in addition to all 7 daily postcards. So here we go. We will start with the first one.
Guys, it's 8 a.m. and Katie made me do a video, 8 a.m. in the middle of the week. I am dead tired, but I'm having coffee. And I get to choose the one of the admin choices for postcard of the day. So for me, that is going to be Tanya Bond, the High Priestess. Hope you enjoy. Bye-bye.
Hi, it's Trish here. Just popping in to briefly talk about my Admin's Choice postcard that you'll all be receiving. I am completely and utterly passing the buck here. I have far too many to choose, and quite a lot of them have already been given as postcards. My son, however, my 4-year-old, he has a very definite favourite, and I would really like to get this postcard for him. It's Michael's Curiosity wildcard for us. I love the storm behind a little kitten, and my son just really, really, really loves those big-eyed cats.
Hey everyone, my name is Melanie Starr. I'm one of the graphic designers helping Katie out with various graphics for our 7-8 tarot projects. And today she asked me to do a very short vid on what my favorite card is out of the entire Nautical deck, which is very difficult to do, but I'd have to say the Emperor is one of the most brilliant, beautiful cards in the entire deck. If you notice, it just really pops and stands out amongst all of them. And I absolutely love and adore Del's process on how she creates her art with all of her colored pencils and mixed media and micron inks, and I think she uses micron inks. And I absolutely love how she stains her pieces with coffee and tea. That's really amazing. I love the effect that she gets from that. And it's just a beautiful, brilliant piece. I love how she shared all of her reference photos of her husband and created a masterpiece out of her husband. It's just mind-blowingly beautiful, and I'm just so honored to be a part of this project, and I really appreciate Katie for inviting me and everything, and thank you all for all of your support. We really appreciate all of the backers for all of your support. We can't do any of this without you, and we really appreciate all the artists involved, and thank you so much for everything.
Hey everybody! So Katie asked all the admins to choose their personal favorite card in the deck this year. I have to say that my favorite one is a very, very special one for me. It is The Empress, done by Larry Elmore, Lord Elmore himself. This is an absolutely beautiful piece of art, and the man himself, Larry, good old Larry. This is just one of the most amazing person I have ever met in my life. I was very lucky. I've always been a fan of his stuff from seeing it on the covers of the Dragonlance book and Dungeon and Dragon, because I'm a geek, of course. We're all are geek. I mean, most of us. And he happened to make a very special art class back in 2007 in France. Any artist who wanted to get there and go for a week with Lord Elmore the Great himself, join in. So I did. So did my wonderful friend, amazing artist Jasmine Beckett Griffiths, and of course Katie, your art project director. I get emotional because this was such a very special trip for us all, to meet in a different country all the way there, and finally meet with Katie and Jasmine and Larry, one of my all-time idol, and so we had an amazing week there in France. I'm kind of speechless. This man is absolutely amazing. He's a legend. He is absolutely so incredibly generous, and he has the biggest heart ever. And also, he made another France trip the year after. Unfortunately, Katie couldn't come that year in 2008, but I did again. So did Jasmine, and so did one of Larry's random good old buddies who came in there, who was a complete stranger for me back in the days. And this guy just walked in the airport in Paris, and I just came to me, and he said, hey, and I'm like, who are you? And he goes, oh, I'm just a guy. And apparently we were just finding out that we were part of the same trip, and we fell in love the first night. Yep, at Larry Elmore art class. This guy name was Jason, and we fell in love, and he is now my husband. We have a beautiful 2 years old girl, Luna, together, and we've been together for 7 years now. And he also modeled for my Emperor card. He was the model, so very, very special. Larry for me is yes, that's my favorite card of the deck. He means the world to me. I got to visit his studio. He actually let us come stay at his house for 3 days, me and Jason, back in, I think, 2009, I believe. And we stayed there like 3 nights, I called it the Elmore B&B. We had a blast. We have so many stories. This guy is, I can't tell enough how much I love this person, Larry. He's not only an incredible artist, but he is also the most amazing soul you will ever get to meet in your life, if you ever have a chance to. So, Larry, thank you so much for letting us having your art in our deck. It's like the ultimate seal of approval. This means we cannot, this cannot get any better. You are dabomb.com. So thank you so much. The Empress, that's my pick. Bye.
Sorry for the poor lighting for mine, but last but certainly not least, we have Jasmine Beckett Griffith for the world, who is one of my favorite artists and favorite people ever. I don't know, why is this crooked? There we go. And you can see her fairy in the windows prints behind me that I've had this forever. And then the portrait, I've had that forever. I have so much of her stuff. I've known Jasmine, I've known her art for a very long time. She's been a source of inspiration to me and so many other people. She is the nicest, most humble person alive. You know, way back in the day when I emailed her, she told me about LiveJournal, and she actually was the one that gave me the invitation to LiveJournal. And I went on LiveJournal and I met a bunch of people who I call my best friends these days. And I got to meet some of them in France. I got to hang out with Jasmine and Delphine and Larry Elmore and Tammy Price in France. And, you know, some of the best times of my life. And I'm just so grateful for everything, you know, everything that Jasmine is and everything that she's given to the world, and how wonderful a person she is. And she's so great for contributing to this deck, even though she's so busy. I mean, all these artists, they're really busy and they just, you know, they give their all to this project. So my gift to you as Admin's Choice is a postcard of The World by Jasmine Beckett Griffith, one of the best artists I've ever known. And I leave you guys. I'm sure I'll have one more video. We have to have one wrap-up video, right? But I do want to leave you, just in case, with one more thank you. From the bottom of my heart, from everything I am, from my very core, thank you for once again making our dreams come true.